What is good, you guys? My name is Mark Kotrovsky. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I love you and I appreciate you. Today I want to talk about my Sigma 24 to 35 millimeter lens, the lens that I released a review on about a couple years ago, I think, about how much I really enjoyed using the lens, and that has not changed. But about a year ago, my lens started falling apart on me, and it was a little devastating. And since then, I've just simply used gaff tape to gaff up the part where the lens is coming apart, and I haven't repaired it yet because it's kind of hard to let go of a lens that I rely on so much. Literally, this lens is on my camera about 80 to 90% of the time, and that 35 millimeter focal length, I'm just such a huge fan of. It's so pleasing to shoot in, and it's my bread and butter. I just love using this lens. But that also doesn't mean that I haven't sent it out for repairs. You see, I bought this lens in Canada way back then, and I bought it from somebody who was selling it for a pretty good discount. And with the US Canadian money exchange, currency exchange rate, I was getting a spectacular deal. And not only that, he also did say that he got a 7-year warranty through the camera shop that he purchased it at. Once I shipped it out, I received an email a couple weeks later that saying that they wanted nothing to do with it because the lens was coming from a US address. And it took the lens another 2 to 3 weeks to come back to me. So in the end, I spent 1 month without my lens, and I didn't get a fix on it. I didn't get any direction on it. It just came back the way I shipped it off at. And since then, I've just simply been jimmy rigging it, slapping on some gaff tape onto the wound and hoping that it would work, and it has. I've been using this lens so much over the last year, and it's been treating me so darn well. But I think it's about time that I go and fix it. So as I'm figuring out all the shipping details to ship out my lens, I happened to do the smart thing, look up on the website, and realized that Sigma USA, Sigma America will not take any lenses that were bought outside of the country. And Sigma Canada, from my last experience when I did ship it out, they refused to touch it as well. I actually have no idea how to fix this, how to come to this solution. Why does this have to be so hard? On that same note, I think this is reminding me and inspiring me to be a little bit more intentional with my gear purchasing practices. That it's extremely important to be investing into good quality, durable gear, not just going for the cheapest thing on the market, the cheapest way out. Here's a short little story. When I started shooting weddings, I was shooting them on an older 5D camera with simply just the nifty 50 1.8 lens from Canon. The lens cost, I think, like 100 or 200 bucks. It actually ended up getting me past a couple weddings. And yeah, there were some difficult things, like, you know, shooting on a 50 up close tight was hard to get some wide shots, so I had to go extremely far back and just work around all the kinks. But in the end, those couple weddings got me to pay off the Canon 35 millimeter f2 with image stabilization. And I love that lens. That lens just pushed me even further. That initial investment can be little. You can maybe save a little bit just to make ends meet, but don't just stay there. Know that an investment is hopefully going to pay off and bring back a greater return years and years down the line. But just know that the end goal is to hopefully invest into good, durable gear that's going to last and going to work really well out in the field.
As I said, we are willing to accept and pay the return shipment on it, but any charges incurred coming in, as with any repair from anybody, would be at the owner's expense. And this is an out of the ordinary thing to do.
Sweet, sounds good. Well, thank you so much.
See if we can't get it done.
I really appreciate that.
Oh, no problem at all. That's what we're here to do.
Oh man, you guys, I'm so excited to get this lens on its way. It's long overdue, and I might pay a hefty amount to get it shipped, to pay for custom charges, but in the end, I think it's worth it. I'm sick and tired of having to gaff tape my lens. Let's get packing. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button to stay tuned. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support for those who have subscribed this past year. It means a lot to me. Much love, folks. We'll see you in the next one.